What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Crown by Kenzie. Of course, y'all know who I am, the man with the master plan, Mackenzie. And thank y'all for joining me again today. This is my third episode. I'm getting more and more comfortable with it. So, y'all, I'm telling you, we're getting on the roll here. Y'all just stick with me. We're going to get through this thing, okay? Make sure before we go any further, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like. Make sure you follow. And make sure you comment. And oh, don't forget, hit that notification tab. So that way you're informed when I post my latest video, okay? Or I decide to go live. So I have a quick question for you guys. What time do you think would be a really good time for me to come on, either live or to post a video? Because I'm trying to build some consistency with this channel. I definitely know I want to do it Monday through Friday. That's what I'm going to do, Monday through Friday, but I just don't have a time yet. So you guys let me know. Drop down in the chat. Let me know what you decide, what time is best for you, and we'll see what we can make happen, okay? All right, y'all. So all right, let's get into some stories. And we're gonna have this one gonna be a little bit quick today, maybe 30 minutes or less, but we're gonna get through it. All right. Basketball wise, did y'all watch it last night? Now I don't know if y'all are basketball wise fans, but I am. I don't know how long you've been watching, but tune in now because it's really, really good. Okay. And this episode was out of one to 10, I'll give it about a 9. Am I going too far? No, let's say 8.5. Okay, we'll give it about an 8.5. But it was really good. No complaints. All right, so we start off with Jackie. Wacky Jackie's what they call her. Wacky Jackie at her show, trying to get her talk show started. And listen, I think it may be really good because Jackie's a very interesting person. People love to watch her, crazy, wacky or not. People love to watch her. I myself like to watch her. So I think it'll be a really good idea for her to do a talk show. We start off watching her, get the behind the scenes, try to get everything set up between her and her team, her potential team, get her hype man going, her DJ, things of that nature. It looked really good. I'm excited for Jackie. But we're gonna move on. We ain't gonna spend too much time there. All right. Brandy and Evelyn go to an aura reading. Y'all know what the heck? I don't know what the HE double hockey stick going on there. I'm telling you, the more and more I watch these shows, I feel like these people. I hope they ain't paying for this stuff out of their out of their pockets. I'm sorry. I hope production is paying for this, and I'm almost sure that production is scouting these outings, and they're paying for them because some things just don't make no sense. What's an aura reading? If if production is not paying for that, y'all damn sure know how to waste your money. Who can child that? What is that? Have y'all ever seen it? I know I've never seen it. And I'm not, I may be missing some things in this world, but let me know if that's something that you do. Anywho, they start off with the oral reading, and from what they find out from the results, they knew each other in a past life. I wonder what past life that is. But anyway, they knew each other from a past life, and pretty much in that past life, they signed up to make things work between them. So we'll see where it goes because I'm interested to see the reunion. Because if I want to say it was last episode, Brandy was spilling her guts to the girls, crying about how she feels like when people get mad at her, the first thing they throw at her is how her husband, I think he cheated. Listen, let me just go ahead and cover myself here. He cheated with 300 plus women during their whole marriage, and I think she caught him with 2. But she said on the last episode that people are always coming at her, and that's the first thing they decide to hit her with. So even though all the things are all good with her and Evelyn right now, I'm really trying to see what's going to happen at this reunion when they see the nasty things that each other said behind their backs on their green screen confessions. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. Y'all look out. We're gonna keep our eyes open on that one. Anyway, We move right along to the next episode. They come in at Brandy's apartment. That ain't her apartment, but that's not our business. We're not even gonna talk about that. But anywho, they move to Brandy's apartment, and Shawnee calls Brandy on the line on FaceTime, and they start discussing everything that Jackie did, and so on and so forth. And Shawnee lets her know, oh, Mama's on her way to town. You know, when Shawnee comes to town, Shawnee like the big dog. Everybody gets scared because Brandy herself, you know, she's thanking Shawnee for everything she said that Shawnee helped her with when it came to baby Jason, but Brandy herself know how being on the left side of Shiny does not go right. Y'all remember when she told her thank you for your services? It was Brandy Maxwell found herself without a job for a while. So Brandy ain't dumb. I don't blame her for that. But anyway, Shawnee's saying she's coming into town, and then when she gets into town, you know, they'll meet up, they'll discuss whatever Jackie said. If you've been watching, you know that it was some things that Jackie said about each one of the girls that none of them appreciated. And if you know that she's on the bad side of everybody. And so for an ensemble cast, these shows, when if you watch them enough, you notice the pattern here. When they start icing you out and they all fall on the bandwagon to ice one person out, it's pretty much donezo at that point. Now, if two or three may be on the side of that person, and you got the other three or four, you know, against them, they still may stay. But when everybody on the cast is usually against one person, how can they make it work? It can't work because nobody wants to film with that person. And unfortunately, Jackie has found herself on that end of the spectrum. But we're going to get into that. All right. So, Brooke's 90s party. I'm telling you, the girls served looks, okay? They gave what was supposed to be given. I'm telling you, they gave what was supposed to be given. But the two that stood out the most to me was Jacille giving 1990s Aaliyah vibe, everything. She did a good job with that. Like I'm telling you, she delivered. She definitely delivered what was supposed to be given and what was supposed to be delivered. She did that. Ev with the 90s New York Bronx style, she gave too. That was one of my favorites. She gave. I like that. I'm telling you, I really, really like that. Um, like I said, for the most part, everybody gave what was supposed to be given. The thing about the scene that bothered me and got on my nerves is Jennifer. Listen, I like Jennifer, like the next person. Impeccable style, great taste. Not in men, but in style. But is it me? Or since she got with this Christian guy, her fiance, that supposed to have all this money and this luxury lifestyle, I feel like her bouginess has gone to another level. Now, don't get me wrong. I can be a little bougie. We all know this. If you know me, you know. I don't knock nobody bougie hustle. But to me, at this point, it seems like Janice went from 10 to 500. Because her talking about wearing this silly costume or whatever she said to this party. Come on, girl. It's a 90s party. You coming for the costumes. It's fun. What are you talking about? Everything ain't all about fashion. You gotta come outside dripping Dior and this and that and the other. Girl, chill out. Okay, you're doing way too much now. I like you. I'm happy for you. I think because we still waiting to see what the deal is with Christian. And if you've been watching again, you know there's something shaky going on with him. Let's not have to add him to the list of failed relationships Jan has had since she's been on this show. But we're gonna move on from that. But during the party, Brooke's son Kevin, he shows up at the party, and if you've been watching again, Brooke has been going through this ongoing battle with her son. She explained that her son, I think, has mental health issues. And so they don't quite see eye to eye, so their relationship is not at its best. But they're trying to work it out, and he's coming to town, and she's been hearing whispers and word of mouth on the curb that he has a child, he has a daughter. And Brooke herself, she's excited, she's about to be a grandma, she's all happy for that. So she's trying to get to the bottom of it. At first she did enlist Elle to help her get to the bottom of it, because Evelyn is supposed to be a private investigator now. And so she kind of enlisted her to help her with finding out and getting more information on the girl to find out if her son is in fact the father. But anyway, her son comes to the party. They discuss it. Um, he says that it's not his child, so on and so forth. Anywho, the big elephant in the room. Everybody is waiting for Brooke's new man to show up. Hold on, what's her son name, Kevin? I may have gotten that wrong. If you know, correct me. You know what I'm talking about, child. Don't get on here being fancy and footloose like y'all don't know. But anyway, yeah, Kevin is her man. Yeah. Kevin is her man. So everybody's waiting to meet Kevin because Brooke last season was getting a divorce from this guy that she was in love with. And Brooke went through a lot. I sympathize with her. She went through a lot. She lost her daughter, Kayla. I think her daughter was 21. She lost her daughter to a horrific car accident. Rest in peace and my condolences again to Brooke. But Brooke has found herself divorced now in this season, and she met a new man. You know, the people talking because Brooke now, 3 episodes, 4 episodes, 5 episodes in, she's already talking about they're headed towards marriage, and everybody's kind of side-eyeing like, wait a minute, Brooke, you just met him. Why are you talking about marriage? And you just got out of divorce. You're still emotional about your daughter. You just got out of a divorce. What you mean, girl? You about to get married that fast? And I get it. Yeah, it is kind of fast. Now, I'm not even being shady when I say this. Maybe I am. No, I ain't being shady. I'm being truthful. Um, I think that big old Chanel bag that he bought her, that pink Chanel bag that he bought her and brought her in the first episode as a gift, I think that had something to do with the decision. But we're gonna move along from that. And she does say later on in the episode that he told her he would take care of her, she could be a housewife. I ain't saying that's what it is, but I'm saying. Moving right along. So next, moving on to the next scene. Jackie and Brandy meet pretty much to discuss what the recording that Sunday provided to Brooke or provided to the girls. With Jackie talking crap about all of them. And so as they're sitting down discussing this at a lunch, in walks the big dog. Stomping. Boom, 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 boom. The big dog coming in. Here comes Shawnee O'Neal. Y'all know what time it is. Get up, girls. Time to whip in the shape. Big dog in town. Shawnee O'Neal Henderson. Okay, let's put some respect on her husband's name. Shawnee O'Neal Henderson. In walks the big dog, okay? She comes in, they start discussing a little bit further about the recordings, and Shawnee says that she heard the recording for herself, and she heard Jackie saying a lot of disgusting things about her. So Shawnee's like, girl, what's up? Like, that's how you feel? That's what's on your chest? Of course, Jackie, she takes the time to apologize and say, I said it, but this is my reason for saying it. Pretty much can't nobody be mad at me for how I felt at the time. I have that right. And what she does. We don't always like people every day. But to talk ish about your friend or your boss, or no, your friend, because you claim you love her and y'all been down since forever. That's your friend at this point. So talking crap about her, yeah, that's not cool. But as they're still discussing I'm sorry, Brandy. Brandy brings up about how she heard Jackie said the one thing that really cuts her deep is her inability to have kids. Now, I'm not a woman, but I would assume that really hurts to talk about someone and their inability to have kids, especially I think it was maybe due to her health, because if you did know, Brooke was not Brooke. Why do I keep saying Brooke? Brandy was diagnosed with cancer some years ago. She had shaved her head bald, the whole nine. She went through it. On top of her husband cheating on her all this time, and she's still with him, so she went through it. So I think if I'm not mistaken, she has only one child. But to talk about her inability to have kids, that hurts, and especially from somebody that you call your friend, that really, really hurts. So they're discussing that, and Brooke, oh, God, stop. Brooke is over my mind, y'all. Brandy decides she cannot take it anymore, and it's time for me to chuck them deuces up at you, girl. I'm out of here. You couldn't get Brandy out of that lunch fast enough. Brandy was out of there. She said, I'm done. I don't want to talk to her no more. I can't do anything. I'm just done with her. Okay. Phase one of icing out. Okay. So then they move on to the next scene, Brooke's son. And I'm moving kind of fast here. I got something to do, y'all. Brooke's son comes in there to see Evelyn, Brooke's mom, Brooke. They're all at Brooke's house, and Brooke's son comes in, and they discuss the elephant in the room with him having a child. Oh, hold on. Back up, y'all. I forgot to tell you that Brooks' man, Kevin, he did make it to the 90s party. So that was a good thing. The girls questioned him. They were all very nice. They didn't go too far. They were not shady. So all's well ends well. But anyway, back to Brooks' son. He came to the house and they pretty much let him know that, okay, you gave me this girl's contact info, so I'm going to call her to find out if I'm going to be a grandma. So they called the girl, but due to, I guess she didn't sign the waiver or whatnot to appear on the show or her voice, they blacked it out and they put a discretionary message up there, how they could not show it, which is understandable. But then they phase back in and they say, okay, he's not the father. Brooke is happy. Her son lets her know that I guess he was having the baby because he was trying to replace his feelings or make up his feelings for his sister Kayla, which again died in a horrific car accident. And so he lets Brooke know that, and Brooke and her mom, they let him know, very emotional moment. They let him know that, you can't make up for her death by bringing another life into this world, especially one that you may not be able to take care of this time, that you're not ready for. You're not at a place in your life that you're ready to have that type of responsibility. Everybody is grieving, but we can't make irrational decisions. We can't make irrational moves based off of her passing away. So that was good. All's well that ends well. All right, y'all. Taco dinner. I mean, Brooke showed her ass in this one. she gave it to Jackie, but the taco dinner. All the girls meet up for a taco dinner. Of course, the big dog Shawnee's still in town. They all meet up at a taco restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, and they sit down having their tacos and they talking and discussing what's pretty much what's about to happen. So in walks Wacky Jackie, so they call her. I love Jackie, y'all. I ain't gonna call her wacky, but she is a mess, but in a good way though. And in walks Jackie, and the girls get into the conversation about the recordings. And Jennifer brings up, why did you feel that it was necessary to share my news from 10 years ago? Yeah, that don't make any sense. Why? But and then Evelyn says to her, pretty much, why you feel like you want to slap me? And if you know the history, y'all know they have not been in a good place for a long time. Um, that relationship ended a few years ago, a few seasons ago, when Jackie said, I heard that you have a daughter that was a builder whore. So that was, if you know Evelyn, y'all know how she is about her daughter. That was a wrap. Okay, relationship done. But I think they got to a point where they tried to rebuild again. But how long was it really gonna last? So the girls started discussing more, and then at a point, y'all, I don't know how y'all feel, but it got real petty to me because I could be wrong. And yeah, Jack has apologized multiple times, but it did seem like she was willing and she was trying to take accountability for what she had said. She was trying to say, I'm sorry. I apologize. I said it. I felt that way. She told them, and listen, I can appreciate somebody that's real, because tell me in my face that you said, don't try to back out of it and say you didn't say it. It don't matter what she may have said in the past that maybe she didn't say it, but she telling you now she said it. She said that was not fake. That was me. I said it. What you heard is what I said, and I meant. She meant at that time. Now, again, while some things were hurtful, I get it because you can't hit a person to tell them how to feel about it. Okay, you just really can't. You cannot do that. So I respect the girls being upset about it. But take into the consideration that she didn't have to do it. She could have came in there guns blazing and say, I ain't say none of it and what y'all gonna do about it. But she took accountability for what she said. Be mad about it. Tell her I need some time. I don't know. Do like Shawnee said, I can forgive her because I have to. I'm just never gonna trust her again. Tell her that. That makes sense. A person can respect that. But they get into this whole thing where Evelyn just started lashing out and calling her fat, and Jackie got to stand up and pull, her jacket open or whatever, and they all laughing, and it was very high schoolish. Okay, if we're gonna do these. These are grown women. I don't care how you got to where you are where you are, and the issue was very, very childish. It was extremely childish, all that carrying on. But anywho, nothing was resolved. Nothing was resolved. They got to the point Brooke was in her feelings and she was emotional and asking Jackie why she keep feeling the need to keep bringing up her daughter. And again, what Jackie said about her daughter being deceased, yeah, that was hurtful. Now I can see how she could take something and hold that for a while because that's her daughter. You just can't, and you were supposed to be her friend. You can't do things like that. All that other petty stuff, Jennifer News 10 years ago, whatever. It is what it is. But her daughter, and this is still a fresh wound. You just can't do that, Jackie. Now that was wrong. That was wrong. And I myself don't even know if I can forgive you. I will forgive you, but I would never trust you again. In the words of Shawnee, I will never trust you again. And that's how that go. But it got really, really petty, y'all. It just didn't make no sense. It was so petty, extremely petty. And so as the argument started to heat up, Jackie started getting madder and madder and madder and madder. And then you know how in true Jackie form, I'm out of here. Jackie whooped the her black apparel. She's out of here. I'm gone. Jackie's out. But before she headed out, her and Brooke got into it. Her and Brooke into it. And Brooke said, I'll beat you up, ASS again. Because if y'all remember, I think first season of Basketball Wives, LA, they had got into it and they cut the scene and Jackie came back and they cut the scene of Brooke and Jackie when they getting into it, and when they flashed back to Jack, her hair was all over the place. Like, yeah, I think Brooke really got a hold of you because Brooke is one of those ones. She'll get a hold of you real fast. But they, that happened, and Brooke told her, with this taco in my hand, like, still got the taco dripping out of her hand, still got the taco, wouldn't let it go. I don't blame you, Brooke. Don't let your good taco go. Brooke was like, I'll still get on your head, taco and all. But anyway, Jackie walked out, and the girls started reflecting pretty much on what had just happened and how they got nothing resolved, and none of them want to be around Jackie. And Shawnee said, I would have given her a classic thank you for your services, but I didn't. And the girl's like, well, what's going to happen? Can she get thank you? I think Jen said it. Can she get thank you for your services? Shawnee said, well, I think she just thank you for her own services. Like, I think that's it. Let me tell y'all something. Don't go get too excited if you don't like Jackie, okay? Don't go get all excited. Because I got a sneaky feeling that ain't the end of Jackie. Jackie will be back. Jackie will be back because you got to have a villain somewhere. And in case these girls didn't know, if you don't have a villain, your behind might be next on the list. Because as we've all seen, these shows, these ensemble casts, they don't go without somebody being the villain. So somebody's going to be the villain. They got to have somebody get into it. Because y'all know it's sad to say, but it's the truth. Y'all know we ain't watching these shows for everybody to be kumbaya and everybody to be happy. We know this. So it's always one person that got to be the villain in the show. But if Jackie was that villain and Jackie's gone, who's next? Who is next? But I guess you got to watch and see. Make sure y'all tune in to Basketball Wise on VH1 on Monday nights. All right. All right, so y'all, we're gonna get into one more story or two, just a side story. I came across some things today, so we're gonna look at this. Y'all know how we were talking about Tamar yesterday. Tamar, here we go again. Miss Tamar, Miss Tamar. When will she learn? I love Tamar, but when will she learn? Y'all take a look. She got a message for the people. Okay, she got a message for the people. Hold on. That was yesterday. That was the one she posted yesterday. So I guess she reactivated her page. Cause y'all know I told you I went on there and I looked and I didn't see Tamar's page anymore. Her page was gone. So I think she reactivated her page, but she had a message for the people. I guess the people who got something to say. I think it's funny when I negative, it goes viral. When I post something positive, no one pays attention. Y'all prove me right on what y'all want from me. Why can't I be healthy and healed? Y'all was waiting for my life to fall apart. Ed Jeremy Robinson, CEO, is and has been the most positive person in my life and my best friend and family. And y'all want me to say something bad about him so bad. But post my number one single and my new album with that tricky story and bringing a network back from the dead. This is terrible. Mm-mm. Tamar, enough with the daggone shenanigans. Okay, enough. Enough is enough, Tamar. We're done with the shenanigans. This is getting old. This gets very, very childish. You know, like a child, a spoiled child, when they can't get their way, they go on a rant. And for these new age kids, when they can't get their way or they get mad with somebody, the first thing they hit is social media. Tamar, you older than me. You 40 some years old. Come on, girl, wake up. What are you doing? If you don't want people saying anything about your man, anything about your relationship, anything about anything going on in your life, stay your ass off of social media. You keep bringing it. The people wouldn't know if you didn't bring it. Keep it in the house. Because what it looks like to me, and I'm sure it looks like to everybody else, y'all was just mad for a minute. You brought it to social media, you ranted. Now y'all back on good terms, and now you trying to go back and retract what you said and how you felt the other day. You said it. So you can't get mad for the people. You know you got a large following. You can't get mad for the people talking about what you posted. You posted it. It's not like they outside your windows with the camera taking pictures and voice recordings. No, you posted it. So of course the people gonna talk about it. So what you gonna get? What you mad about? You can't get mad at these people. You would be mad if everybody cut your behind off and stop paying you any attention. Then you really gonna be in your feelings. So chill out. If you don't want to talk about it, baby, don't put it out there. People ain't gonna know if you don't put it out there. You bring it to the table. Whenever you put your relationship business out there, or anything going on in your life, when you put it out there, you leave it wide open for scrutiny. You leave it open for people to say what they want to say. You brought that up. Did nobody else bring that up? So keep it in house, baby. Okay. Tamar, we rooting for you. We was all rooting for you. My Tyra Banks boys. All right, y'all. Well, I thought I was gonna do another story, but this tonight is gonna be a little bit quicker, 30 minutes. I'm trying to get to it. I got something to do, but I want to thank you all so much for paying attention to me, coming back to my channel yet again. One of these days I'm gonna go live. I need y'all when I do go live. I want y'all to chime in. I want y'all to be up under that chat, like, come on, talk, let's get the show going. And who knows, I may even bring in a guest, to kind of talk about different shows and different things going on in the news later on in the week. As always, Fridays, you guys, that's when I'm going to bring a new Crown Royal recipe. I'll let you guys know what's coming up on this Friday. Make sure you're with me so that way you can get that recipe and you can sit with me. All right, everybody. Again, subscribe, like, share if you already have not. Thank you to the people who have shared, all my friends, family. Thank you guys so much for dedicating your time and just even listening to me and bearing with me while I get this all together. Thank you. Every time I see a different comment on notification pop up, I am so grateful. I may have just a few followers and a few comments, but I'm telling you guys, I know over time it'll be more, but I am really, really deeply grateful for all the feedback, the comments, the likes, the subscribes. I'm grateful. With that being said, you guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy your Tuesday, and we will talk to you guys in the next episode. Bye.